Today, I'm sharing how Wegovy has changed my relationship with food. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Kia. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then you may not know that I am currently on the 2.4 milligram dosage of Wegovy. And during my journey, I've discovered that I'm an emotional eater. I didn't even realize it until I reached the 1.7 milligram dosage of Wegovy. And that's when I noticed that I do a lot of eating out of anxiety when I'm in an anxious state. I eat sugar and way too many carbs. However, in the past, I mislabeled this emotional eating as like snacking or grazing, but I was so incredibly wrong, and this is how I found out. So the higher dosages of Wegovy, which are the 1.7 milligram and the 2.4 milligram dosages, they provide some pretty extreme appetite suppression for most people. And that is definitely the case for myself. It was one of those days when I was not hungry at all. And it was also in this same day that I was going through a very turbulent situation that caused me a lot of anxiety. And so emotionally, I was just upside down. And I was not even hungry, but it was something inside of me that was telling me, just eat. Just eat something. Eat a scone. You need a scone. A scone will make you feel better. Eat some licorice. Or how about some chips? Just eat. Like, even the thought of eating, it made me nauseous because I was not hungry. And in that moment, I had an epiphany. All these years, I've been unknowingly feeding my anxiety and my emotions, thinking that I was actually hungry. Honestly, it was a really big pill for me to swallow. Just realizing that I wasn't eating out of hunger and I wasn't overweight just from making bad choices when it came to food. Like, how do you justify it? But knowing that I didn't snack, graze, or eat out of hunger, it also sent me into an anxious state because, I'm thinking, I have to sit with myself and my feelings and cope without the comfort of food when I've been doing this now for years, at least 6 or 7 years. Long term, what does my weight loss journey look like? What's the point of even being on this medication if I'm an emotional eater? Because what's going to happen when I'm off of it? I'm going to feed my emotions again. It was just like a downward spiral of negative thoughts that made me even more anxious. And so, sitting in my anxious state, I didn't really know what to do or feel. And I was very disappointed in myself that I had not recognized this sooner. And so I do what most people do when they don't have, enough information about what they need to do. We Google it. So I Googled it. And I did some research on some things that I can do outside of seeking therapy for myself in this moment. So here goes. I decided that I will go for a walk. I will go to the gym. I will journal to try to dissect my feelings. Or I will work on the many home organization projects that I currently have. And to be honest, when I implemented some of those things based on how severe my anxiety was, I can say that it helped. they've been very beneficial as coping mechanisms and have replaced that desire to chew my emotions. And that's why I say Wegovy has changed my relationship with food, because had it not been for this higher dose of Wegovy, then I would not have recognized the relationship that I had with food and emotions. And who knows, maybe that's why Weight Watchers didn't work, and why keto and some other diets that I tried didn't work, because my appetite was never suppressed for me to recognize the fact that I wasn't even hungry. And so having that recognition now, I can be more intentional about what I choose to eat. And I can say that another way that Wegovy has helped me is because when I was eating my feelings, I wasn't eating rice cakes and salad. I was eating, all the bad things. But, now I look at food more as fuel when I select my meals, because I'm not feeding my emotions. I'm feeding and nourishing my body, and my body is responding positively. So I'm very grateful for what this medication has done for me thus far. It's more than just a weight loss medication for me, because I'm able to peer into some really deep things emotionally. I think it's setting me up for success long term, because now I'm self-aware of the issues that I have with food. That's huge. That's all I wanted to share today, just in case there's someone else out there like me who's on this journey and they're struggling emotionally, because now you've made the connection of your emotions and food. And when I tell you that it is a very strong connection for many of us, but it's something that we can persevere through, and we got this. We can do this. I'm here to support you, and I hope that I have your support as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.